So that was our brief visit to Chiang Dao. Woken up, it's cold. I've got cold feet. I turned the aircon off in the night, it was so cold. And I'm standing here now, okay, I'm in a short sleeve shirt. But it's definitely chilly. So, yeah. So that was a three and a half hour plus drive yesterday from Payao to Chiang Dao. Today is a 3 hour plus drive from Chiang Dao to Pai. We'll be staying for a couple of nights. Hotels are ridiculously expensive in Pai compared to anywhere else we've been so far. We're looking at the cheapest place I could get that was sensible was 250 ringgit a night, so £50 a night. Which doesn't sound like a lot if you live in England and pay ridiculous prices for absolute shitholes. But in Thailand and Malaysia you can get a very good hotel for £30, so it is expensive. Pai has always been the backpackery place, so you know the cheapest people do it on the cheap. That ain't cheap. But we do have the fun this morning. It's one of those places where you can't just check in, you have to go phone them up and find out how you're supposed to get yourself in, so that'll be coming later. That will piss me off. Wow. So we are 1 minute 42 hours away from Pai, which means we've been on the road for about 1 hour 15 minutes. Fuck me. So basically I decided to go, there were two routes to go, one which took us back towards Chiang Mai and one which seemed to go like over a national park. First of all we had to pay 400 baht at some checkpoint. Then it was like the most amazing road up mountains, like much more extreme than yesterday's, which was pretty, like there were times when there was no road your side, was there? It was like shit. Anyway, we survived that. We came down and we thought, civilization, we're safe now. No. I haven't filmed it because shitting my pants, frankly, and holding on for dear life. Right, this is getting ridiculous. We turned around. I got to some weird village in the middle of nowhere, up a fucking mud path, and I said to the guy, Pai, and he just went, nope, that way. And this way is the way we just came. We're running out of fuel. I'm running out of fucking... I'm stressed. So, we were having a lot of fun. The road was amazing and also dangerous and scary. And then I came upon this. Which is probably passable. There are tyre prints here, but most of the vehicles here are four-wheel drive. It's a fucking hire car. That looks pissing deep. I don't want to brick the engine, so I'll be up for the payment on that. So we got sent another direction by Google, who, when we were halfway there, she just stopped, like, telling us where to go. And then I asked the guy in some, like, tiny little hut how to get to Pai. Was it this way or this way? And he went, that way, the way we just fucking come. So we're going to go back the way we came, which is about an hour and a half. We're going to have to go through the other ford, which I might show you, or I might not. And I'm really worried what I'm doing to the bottom of this car. Oh, stressy day. Gotta get past these fuckers. It's the best bit of road we've been on all day. Except for the big drops, we're on the wrong side for that now, though, sadly.
No, I'm not sad.
I get to see the edge.
I get to see the big stuff that's waiting to fall down on the road.
Well, we've been driving for 3 hours, and we're heading back to the beginning. We're heading back to Chiang Dao because that was f***ing mental. Honestly, if you got a hire car, or if you, I mean, I wouldn't do it on a bike, to be honest, and I like bikes, but I would not do that on a bike. We had to, the second crossing, water crossing, I was no way I was doing that. It looked a very soft bottom, it looked some very deep parts of it, and I didn't want to get someone else's car, which would have cost me a fortune, stuck in it. Then we came back, went through the other bit of water that we had to go through. I forgot to film it because I was more stressed than vlogging. I wasn't vlogging mode, I was stressed mode. So although my wife's like, oh, some bikers gone down that road, let's try that road, I'm like, no, forget it, because I am done. The state of the roads we have been on have been shocking. Steep, dusty, dirty, muddy, rocky, banged the bottom of the car so many freaking times. I've had enough. So we're at the bottom of the mountain, or whatever this thing is, and we're going to drive all the way back over the top, down the other side to Chiang Dao, and then we'll begin our journey to Chiang Mai, which is another 3 hours from there. So we've got about a 4+ hour drive ahead of us again, and we need fuel, and I'm hoping we don't have to pay the bloody park people to get out as we had to pay to come in. 2 o'clock. We left at 10. We are still in Chiang Dao. So our ride to Pai begins from here. It's now 3 hours to Pai. We had 2 choices basically. One was 2 hours 55 to Pai, or one was about 3 hours 10 or so to Pai. But the one that's longer looked a more exciting route. Oh my god, was that exciting. I am so stressed. That's the most stressful drive I've ever done in my life. Eventually, my wife was all for trying to find another route, but Miss Google bitch just kept trying to turn us around and send us back to the river. And we scraped the bottom of the car a few times. The car was absolutely filthy. And so we've come all the way back to Chiang Dao, and we're going to go to Pai the traditional way. So, we left our hotel at 10 this morning. We've been in the car the whole time, and now it's 20 to 4. And I've messaged the hotel that we booked through Trip and said, it's one of those places where they don't have a reception. You have to basically contact them to ask how to get in to the place. They then messaged me back saying, no, we're fully booked. I messaged them back saying, yes, I know, I've booked it online. And they messaged me back again to say, we are fully booked, so we have no hotel. Alright, nope, and we are at this point on our way. We're about 5 hours into our drive, due to having to come back from Chiang Dao towards Chiang Mai, with a turn off to Pai 3 kilometers ahead of us. And I decided to pull over, contact them again, phone them, and they said, no, we have no rooms available, sorry. And I've just put the phone down because I was pissed off. And then I, like, shit, here we go again, I'm going to lose my money. I went onto the booking site, contacted the help desk, which is a bot, of course, but then their bot said, you probably need to speak to a real person. So we got put through to a lovely lady called Priscilla, who over the next hour or so basically tried to sort our shit out. The hotel was booked, she couldn't get us a room there, and then she gave me 2 options. One was, we will book you another room, and if there's any difference in price, we'll bear the cost. They will bear the cost. Or I can walk into any hotel I want in Pai, book a room, and they will pay the difference. Is that right? Yeah, they will pay the difference. The problem is, I know for a fact that there are no rooms in Pai at a sensible price. They said they'll pay the difference, but the next available place I'd seen was 1,800 ringgit, as opposed to we paid 500 ringgit. I don't really think they were looking at paying 1,300 ringgit to help me out. So it was getting late. There's no way in the world I wanted to drive that Pai road, which is crazy, up and down, bends galore, over the mountain and down, in the dark, and it was getting dark. So I just said, no, it's alright, forget it, we'll go to Chiang Mai. I could, I guess, have asked her to get us a place in Chiang Mai, but my wife and I know Chiang Mai pretty well. We kind of know where we wanted to be, and one of our, not favourite hotels, but one of the hotels we've stayed at a few times, called Royal Panerai, had a room for 70 ringgit. So for the one night, we thought that's what we're going to do, just get here, because we've been driving from 10 a.m. in the morning and it was getting on towards 6 o'clock at night. We'd had enough. So that's what we've done. I was pretty stressed out all the way, because the mountain trip was fun until it wasn't, and then when it wasn't, it really wasn't. I've taken my own cars down roads like that, but not I haven't. I've never taken one of my own cars down a road quite that extreme. And this was a hire car, and obviously I'm on the hook for anything that goes wrong with that freaking thing. So, yeah. And now we're having a mango stick. I've had great food. I've had 2 beers. I'm starting to chill now. The adrenaline rush is wearing off, thank God. We know we've got a bed for tonight. We haven't got a bed for sure tomorrow night, but that's another day. And our intended plan to carry on from Pai up to a place called, I think it's called Ban Rak Thai, which is like a Chinese village on the border, Thai border of Myanmar. That really was dependent upon staying in Thai, because from Chiang Mai it's a 6-hour drive, 5-6 hour drive. I'm not prepared to do that again tomorrow, so we're going to blow that off. Then we were going to go to I think Mae Hon Song and Doi In Theon, and frankly can't be asked. Mae Hon Song, I don't think there's a lot going on there, it's just like part of the loop. And then Doi In Theon is the highest point in Thailand. I had enough high points being up in the clouds, looking down at literally there's nothing under the road we're on, like it's just gone, and there's a few cones stopping us going over it. No, I think I've done enough of the highest points in Chiang Mai, or Thailand should I say. But it was, I mean, don't get me wrong, it was spectacular. We went up and up hills that were ridiculously steep, and yeah, worn out. I am worn out. Thank you, brother. That food was delicious, really good.
Thank you.
Thank you.
It's a Silver Fox vlog. If you would like to support my adventures